Come on, Minnie. This is it.
Let's get the gang.
There's the signal. All right, y'all. It's picture time.
That's tonight?
That's now.
Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
And today we're doing something a little different, actually positive. We're going through 10 things that the actual Canon Wish movie did right.
Yes, we rewatched the movie this past week in honor of the 1-year anniversary. Yes, I know you don't believe it, neither do we. But when we started watching it, we started seeing things that not only were things you may have missed, but also for this video, 10 things that the Wish movie actually did right. And to make it easy for you, we're going in chronological order from the beginning of the movie to the end. Says you're watching,
right.
So if you want to find it yourself in the movie and join in, you can do so.
Right. But before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, notification plates on future podcasts from all the Paws videos.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today, subscribing, sharing our videos, commenting, so much more. We really appreciate you so much.
Yes.
So now we're going to get started on the top 10 things the Wish movie actually did right.
Yes.
If you agree with us, let us know in the comments below. If you think there's some that we missed, be sure to let us know at the end as well.
Yes.
So number 1.
I'm here.
The movie did not start off with the death of a parent or kill off Asha's mother Sakina or her Saba by the end of the movie.
And we were really happy about that. Really, really happy because that's a Disney staple.
Yeah.
And a lot of other studios are copying now. So you see
Yeah.
it in anime and just
It's
about
almost
anything
everywhere.
you watch.
Yeah.
So it was really nice not to see these two characters that are supporting the main character that are parental figures
Yes.
be taken out.
Right, especially when we found out that Sabina was supposed to pass in one version, but I'm glad that they changed that altogether.
Good decision. Number 2, an assortment of diverse character designs.
Yes.
We've seen the Wish,
Picture time.
the Art of Wish book, and in those pictures, you'll see a lot of diverse characters.
Yes.
And it looks like that's one of the things that actually made it from the book into the movie, all throughout the movie, crowd scenes, and just everywhere within it. You
Right,
do
true.
see a large assortment of different characters.
Yeah.
Of all shapes, sizes, designs, shades, and so much more.
Right.
So that absolutely is one of the best things the movie did get right.
Right.
Number 3.
Magnifico's reactions to Asha's stupidity, I guess, during the interview, they were spot on. When she said, what were her flaws? She cared too much.
That was the beginning. And there were so many more things she said that didn't make sense. Yes,
like-
we know she's 17, but she's got a mom and a grandfather and other adults who have probably taught her to better speak during an interview.
Right,
But during this
exactly.
entire
Or friends.
interview, she said things you should never say, did things you should never do, asked questions that weren't even her right to ask at an interview. And of course, as rightly so, she didn't get the job. I don't blame Magnifico.
It's like, what? Yeah. So, and he just had this look like, what are you talking about? Like, and we're supposed to not side with him?
So what lined up were the reactions that were drawn for his expressions. They were perfect and spot on.
Yes.
Number 4, Magnifico's quote. You see, people think wishes are just ideas, but no. They are part of the heart, the very best part. And that is absolutely true for what a wish is for everyone.
Yes.
What we're confused is why didn't the Disney expound on this?
Exactly. It seems like that is one of the core things of what Walt Disney had from the beginning and what is usually a staple of all their films. Some character wishes for more on a star, and throughout the film they achieve their goal and get their wish granted. So it's kind of weird that this movie has this idea just like all the other films of Disney has had, and yet they kind of don't bring it up until the very end and act like something was granted.
Great point. It's like it's a footnote in a movie that's called Wish.
Exactly.
Go figure. Number 5.
And Saba told Asha that he didn't want to know about a wish that could never be granted to save himself the heartache. And he wanted to avoid focusing on the negative and out that energy on celebrating his 100th birthday, which was actually a huge positive for a character.
Yes. Really enjoyed whomever wrote that part, putting it in there. Because when you watch a lot of movies and in our own personal lives, you tend to focus on what's gone wrong. He didn't want to focus on that and something that couldn't happen.
Right.
He wanted to put that energy into being happy about he's turning 100 and his blessings and his family and where he lived and so much more.
Right.
And that was an excellent way at looking at a negative, pushing to the side and doing something positive with that energy instead.
Right.
Number 6, Gabo.
His one line.
What are you, 5? One of the best lines in the movie. We even put this up on Paws as one of our clips on a Monday. It was just one of the best things in the movie. It was that humor that you were missing throughout the movie. It was sharp, witty, and absolutely clever.
Yes.
And this is what you were missing.
Yes, and expected Gabo to act like this the entire film. All this banter and stuff throughout the movie with all 7 characters could have been just as great as this, but the rest of the movie, they're saying things that don't make sense, and you're wondering where are these lines left over from.
Absolutely. Number 7.
Simon asked at the star, the star. He asked the star, why am I making you sad? And it's a nice hint on what's going to come.
Yeah, if the star had already known Simon was going to be a traitor, then we think he should have also stopped Simon at that point in the movie.
Like, stop him from betraying them.
But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on them giving you a hint of something to come. It was an excellently written line and scene because the star picked up on something was not quite right about Simon.
Right, so he did have
friends and family.
Yeah, he did have a little bit of power in here that they just didn't focus much on.
So that was great. Number 8, Magnifico making a staff with forbidden magic that glows and grants him overwhelming power is the best scene of the movie, proving to the audience that he has only truly become a villain.
Yes.
In an amazing scene.
Yes.
That scene was just perfect, and Chris Pine did an excellent job
as always
voicing it.
Yep.
It was like the standout. It was so good that we went back and rewound it multiple times.
Yes.
Looking at it, and like, this was one of those standout scenes that you get in a movie. Even when it's an excellent movie and when it's not so great. This is one of those scenes that stands out and just makes an impact and really lets you know where the tone is and where the direction of the movie's going.
Yeah.
And this scene at 59:38 starting did that.
Yes, absolutely.
He was messing with forbidden magic, and he knew that it was forbidden, and he had told everyone else magic was forbidden altogether, yet he was in there using it and corrupting himself knowingly and didn't care, saying it was a necessary evil for him to do.
Now, if they had more affirmation, for confirmation of him being evil at the beginning without the backstory made you feel sorry and him being kind to everyone, not doing anything, literally not doing anything to the wishes until much later, it could have bought early on Magnifico being a secret villain like Sentinel Prime.
Absolutely. Number 9.
And the King's mirrors that were on display was another excellent display of Magnifico being truly evil. And as a reference to the evil queen was priceless from Snow White.
The dialogue, the imagery, the voice acting performance were all spot on perfect.
It seemed like this is when Magnifico shined the most. When he finally really became a villain, that's when he stuck out the most.
And the imagery was beautiful yet scary. And then all the mirrors were like being in a clown house.
Yeah.
Mirrors like you used to have. And referencing movies like the Bruce Lee movies and Kill Bill.
Yeah, so something outside of Disney.
The villain comes out and it's like, here I am.
Yeah, not the other one.
And so this is the second scene in which you realize, okay, this has taken a big turn. And but you didn't get the payoff that you were expecting later.
Exactly.
That Magnifico is evil, a villain, and there's no turning back.
Right. So this must be left over from when he was the real bad guy, especially in the original scripts.
And number 10, this was a stellar performance in this scene.
It's a performance of This Wish with the people of Rosa singing together.
It has so many The Greatest Showman vibes. And I literally could have watched an hour of this gladly. And for me, this was the only magical moment of the entire movie. It sounded so good.
Yeah, not the star.
They were in unison. Well, that wasn't the real star.
What?
That was
the plushie. I know.
Plushie.
The plushie.
But we're talking about Star Boy. We didn't get. But this moment, we're not going to sully this moment. This moment, this performance was brilliant. And the hearts lighting up was just the perfect touch. Mm-hmm. And you're seeing how Magnifico gets angrier and angrier the more confident they become, the stronger they sing, the more they stand up, and he tries to pull them down and he stands up. And from 1:19:04 to 1:20:34 is perfect. My problem with this scene is Asha singing in the beginning because I didn't care.
No. Oh,
and then at the end of that scene, when she comes in and her hair is
I guess
blowing,
she had to lead it.
That ruined the moment. Because in this scene, it was depicting the people as a whole, as a unit, standing up together against the greater evil. That revolution they were talking about in the movie, well, it happened in this moment perfectly. They were stoic, they were brave, they were together, they were united. You didn't need Asha singing separately. She should have been down amongst them. Personally, to me, I know the impact it was supposed to make with her being beaten with magic by Magnifico. But what I think would have been better if she'd been amongst those people, singing with them at the same time, not standing up by herself like, oh, I am Mustafa, I am perfect, but that she was part of that group, and that she was with them united, because then it would have been all of them singing together. You knew she would be the leader in the middle.
Oh, goodness.
But the image of her together with the people joined would have had a much more powerful impact than her standing up here on this rock by herself, and then she's going to do a solo. And that's why it's cut off at the places it's cut off, because right there, that is the sweet spot of this magical performance.
Yes.
So how many of these do you agree with? Let us know in the comments. And are there any other moments you feel stood out as magical or impactful that you think we didn't catch? Let us know what you think as well.
Yes. And be sure, if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and look at your favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation. And yes, more Disney.
Yes, we've got a couple more Wish Anniversary surprises for you. 2 more videos. Yes, 2 more videos.
Making sure,
And one really special surprise that we don't want to let you know. We haven't seen it done anywhere on YouTube, so hopefully you will love it as much as we've enjoyed making it.
Yeah.
As always, you are specials.
Thank you so much for watching Mask Entertainment.
And Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Be sure to watch out next Thursday for the next surprise Wish